26 million people unemployed. More than double the amount if we compare it to 2019. Think about it. How's that even possible? Today in this video, I want to talk to you about how the numbers don't line up with the situation that we are in. Now, if we take a look at these numbers, so I've just put them down just before the video started today, you got to think it like this. This is the number compared to the lowest point of the stock market, just about 2 months ago. If we compare it to last week, well, we're slightly falling, but this week it's growing again. It doesn't make any sense. Now, if we compare this to a previous stock market, it would go something like this. It would go up, then would go down. This is how a certain market crash would go. Now, what we would expect, of course, is that it would keep on falling, because at some point people thought, you know what? Hey, this is a bear rally, so hey, this is the moment to buy. This is the moment to get some money. This is the moment to, I don't want to miss the boat. So that's why I'm joining this. Now, the interesting part is right now, it's not falling, it's rising again. And that's the interesting part. If we take a look at these numbers, they're all positive. If we compare them to the previous weeks. If we take a look, of course, if we take a look at the numbers at the points of each of these stocks, what we will notice is that these numbers, yes, we're still somewhere between 10 and 18% below the peak, before the 20th of February. That peak was really high. So we haven't reached that point. What have we reached? If we take a look at the numbers of last year, so about 1 year ago in 2019, the beginning of the year, we've had the same numbers right now. So currently we are in the situation of 2019, first quarter. So all of a sudden, the stock markets have been rewinded for a year. I don't know about you, but if you would go to the supermarket last year in 2019, if you would buy some bananas, I don't know if I'm looking around if I have any bananas, but I don't have any bananas. But if you would take a look at the price of the bananas, similar price. The only difference is, maybe the things are not as fresh. Or, a slight difference would be that you wouldn't be able to buy eggs. There are things in your supermarket missing. But it's not that the price, the price of these products have risen all of a sudden. Doesn't say so. Because if the prices would have been rising, for example, we would have less money to buy and inflation would beat us out. Didn't happen as well. If we compare the prices of this year to last year, 2019, in the same situation of the points of the stock market, nothing has really changed. That is very interesting. Now, if we really take a look at those companies that are listed publicly in these stocks as well, the publicly listed companies, those are not the companies that really fall over. And those that do are essential to a certain company, a certain country, the government will take care of them. But yet, what is so interesting is that normally what would happen in a market like this, in a crisis like this, is that the government can support a certain company, a certain organization for about 2 months. 2 months would be the 1st of May. Well, I don't know about you, but if you take a look outside right now, most countries are still in lockdown. And yes, I don't know about your country, in the Netherlands, the rules are slightly easier right now. Schools will start to open again, at least primary schools here. Don't know about your country. Let me know about your country. What rules have become easier for you? Are you allowed to go outside already? Let me know in the comments down below, okay? And the thing is, although the numbers are rising. Now the question is this. We still have a lot of unemployment. All those people who were, too much, they were laid off. Don't know about your country. My country, unemployment rate numbers are also going up because there are a lot of people who don't have any work. And yet the numbers are rising. Well, one of the things why these stock numbers and indexes are rising could be possibly because we are at home. What we tend to see, in the stock market, it always works like this. So somebody sells a stock and somebody buys a stock. So the moment you sell, so if there are more buyers, of course, what happens to the price? Of course, it goes up. But what happens right now is that we still have a lot of buyers, but not a lot of sellers like that. Because if the professional investor would really sell off with thousands, if that would happen, then the prices will rise real high. Did it happen? No. We take a look at this week's compared to last week, maybe 3%. So it didn't rise that much. So this is not the case. So there's not a lot of sellers. So it seems there's an equal balance between that. So that is a very interesting thing. So who is actually just selling and buying? And this is the most interesting thing. I'm offering a course called Grow Your Money, teaching people to invest in stocks. And what we tend to see as well is we tend to see I call it the new investors. There are people just like you and me who are interested in, I'm interested in investing. And maybe because I'm sitting at home, maybe now is the time to learn. And that is what I see in my company as well. We see far more people interested in investing, so they think, you know what? I'll just reach out and maybe this is a good time to learn. So that's why I'm purchasing this course. All of a sudden, I see a lot more of these new investors starting on this market, thinking like, you know what? I missed the boat in 2008 with the housing bubble. This crisis I don't want to miss. That's why these new investors all of a sudden start out. That's what I tend to see. That's what I see in my company. I don't know about you, but if you're interested in investing and you don't want to miss the boat, now is really the time. Because when the professional investor is going to buy a lot of stocks? Yes, the professional investor buys a lot of stocks the moment he knows this is the depth of the market. And then the professional investor is going to buy with thousands. Now you should pick the first grain. You should start off with the little grains. If you're a new investor, why not check out my course, Grow Your Money? If you're interested, go check out my website, lukasshoe.com/GYM. Grow Your Money. Go check it out. Because you wouldn't want to miss the boat like many people did in 2008. Right now, you're still at home, just like me. I get it. This is a way to start making money on the stock market. Instead of sitting at home, just watching Netflix and, chilling, Netflix and chill. Instead of sitting at home, maybe make use of your time that you're right home, right now. Go check it out. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Of course, if you like the content, be sure to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And hey, if you haven't done that yet, please share this video with your family and friends. Thank you very much. Be safe out there, and I'll see you on the next video.